Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses, and those of you still recovering from last week's episode, welcome to another thrilling, filthy, and mildly educational episode of Topicopedia.
That's right. It's episode 150. Who would have thought we'd still be here after all that time? Probably because none of you lot have figured out how to unsubscribe yet.
Or maybe it's because they're all just waiting for your next medical drama. How's the NHS loyalty card coming along, Nicole? Got enough stamps for a free op yet?
Mate, at this point, I'm basically being held together with duct tape and the promise of a follow-up appointment that will never happen. But enough about my crumbling body. Oh, what's new with you?
Absolutely nothing. My life is about as exciting as a boiled potato. Unlike you, I don't get weekly probing from medical professionals.
That you know of. Maybe that's why you sleep so soundly at night. Someone's tucking you in a little too well.
Right. Moving swiftly on before I need the number of your therapists. Here's what we've got lined up for you this week.
We'll be kicking off with the weirdest and most notable news stories from the week, because nothing screams quality journalism like us giving our half-baked opinions on things we barely understand.
Then we'll be diving face first, or if you prefer, into the utterly bizarre case of Zigmund Adamski. Ah, look at me. I'm on it this week. A man who went missing for 5 days, turned up dead on top of a... Oh, I spoke too soon. Turned up dead on top of a coal pile and was covered in a mysterious goo.
Sounds like your Saturday night, Steve.
Oi! My personal life is not up for discussion. Unlike British traditions, which we will be discussing this week, including the weirdest, wildest, and downright filthiest ones we could find.
I swear half of them started because someone got drunk and made a stupid bet. I dare you to chase a wheel of cheese down a hill suddenly becomes an annual event.
Just like your hospital visits. And of course, we've got all the classics lined up too. Our Urban Dictionary words of the week. Prepare to be traumatized. Meme of the week. And as always, our classy, never crude jokes of the week.
I love how my hospital visits are only annual. And by classy, he means so inappropriate that my GP is going to prescribe me a restraining order.
Buckle up, grab a stiff drink, or something else stiff, and let's get stuck in. It's Topicopedia, episode 150.
I quite enjoyed that intro.
We did. I enjoyed that. We did it in one take, so there we go.
Well, we normally do, and I think it shows.
Yeah. It's usually me that cocks it up, and I just go, I'll carry on anyway. No one will notice.
Well, you know what? I was waiting for you to say that name. What's his name again? I can't even say it. I've got to read the story later. Zigmund Adamski, and I was like, oh, that's going to get him, isn't it? That's going to get him.
As soon as I saw that, I thought Nicole's purposely left that for me.
I didn't. Oh. Genuinely.
Okay. Our assistant did that for us.
Yes, our excellent, most glamorous assistant. We should give our assistant a name for the purposes of...
Uncle Jerry. He wrote it for us.
Our glamorous assistant, Uncle Jerry, complete with feather boa. Sparkly leotard, you know. We're going to need that in a graphic now, aren't we?
We are. That's going to be done now.
That's going to have to be done. Yes, he writes our intros for us, and it was completely down to him. So if you would like to blame someone for having the tough words to try and pronounce,
Zigmund Adamski.
Yes.
Check me out.
But we'll get to that a bit later, where I have to read a whole story and say his name probably several times. So
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Okay, this week I the weather's gone nice. It's sun is shining. It is beautiful out there, which is nice.
Gorgeous.
And obviously now my hay fever's kicked in. It's like all the way through winter I'm ill with like colds and stuff, and then it gets to summer and I'm sneezing my head off. So I can't win.
You don't get a break. No, that's not fair, is it?
Definitely not.
What's your favourite time? You must quite enjoy like the autumn. Is the autumn better?
No, I love the summer. I love it hot and sunny.
Fair play.
Yeah, that is me all over. Anyway, I just want to tell you about a drink that I'm tucking into during this podcast.
Ooh, what have you got?
Well, as you know, I've As you know, and you don't know yet because I've not told you.
No, I was going to say.
Now, as you know, I'm a fan of Lidl.
Yes.
At the moment, they have got, I think it's coming towards the end of they go through like different phases of stuff and they'll do like American stuff and whatnot. And at the moment, like I think they're coming to the end of this one because like half the shelves are empty. It's like a Spanish phase. So I'm drinking this carbonated lemon flavoured soft drink with lemon juice from concentrate, sugar and sweeteners. It's cloudy lemonade, fruit content 6%, salt and mar. And it is beautiful. You close this and you just, hang on. Oh, yeah. It's like you sat on your sun lounger by the pool, sun shining. Yeah, it's holiday in a can, that. It's gorgeous.
It's all you need is to call me on Slack when I'm not answering. And you just need that as a theme tune.
Get the just the music.
I really wish that we could play that for people to listen to because it's so good. Do you know what, Steve? I think you purposely ring me a little bit too early each week so you can sit and have a little listen to that.
You know what the Slack tunes are really. Should I nip on YouTube and just see if they're on there? Just for those who have never used Slack to know what they're missing out on.
Because the one I was just listening to, I actually played a little bit of it to my friend who I was voice noting at the time, because it just made me feel like I was sat on a beach and the sun was out and I had like a cocktail, something really tropical. I did say a Pina Colada, but I don't actually like Pina Colada. But, you know, it's got that vibe. It's got that tropical beach vibe and just chill and lovely. And I was somewhere else for 10 minutes. It was great. Yeah.
On YouTube, there's a video. It says Slack hold music, and it's basically like a live band in front of like outside doing some promotional thing. Let's have a listen to it live. That's going to be interesting.
Okay.
There you are. Recognise it.
Well, I might have done if I could hear anything.
Oh, yeah, you can't hear when I play stuff. There you go. For the benefit of the audience at home, you know what? It sounds better on the actual thing. Let me get the one from the actual channel. And, well, rather than the live version, you can hear how similar to that it sounds. Okay, is it this one? It's very chilled. I wonder if this is going to get us a copyright strike. Hopefully not.
Oh, I bet it does.
Yeah, anyway, there we go. That is a little blast of it. Yeah, I like it.
Another bit of smooth jazz. Smooth jazz is just...
But then I also like the other one, the happy one, where it goes, hey! And
I haven't heard that one yet. I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's it. It's called Happy Mood.
Aww.
The happy one. Let me see if I can find that for the benefit of those at home.
Well, it ain't going to be for mine, unfortunately. I'll have to listen to the episode.
Oh man, I can't find it. I'll have to record it sometime when I'm waiting for you.
Yes, please, because I want to hear it. Because normally it's the other way round. But what were you doing, Steve? Why did I have to wait for you today?
Oh, I had to turn my bike around.
He was sending a fleet of bike around, boys and girls. He was having a lovely time. He was making the best of that because, yeah. He said 2 minutes. God, It's like a taxi driver. Round the corner, 2 minutes. No. No.
I was being optimistic there. I still had to keep Lauren out the studio and everything, so.
But it was all good. It was all good because I was there jamming to smooth jazz. I was having a great time. So, yeah.
Anyway, my big news this week
for
episode 150 is I've had my solar panels fitted.
Where's the button?
Which one do I go for?
There it is. That's the one. Yeah.
Larry!
Whoa.
Sorry,
That was loud.
sorry, Larry's a bit louder than we expected. Yeah, so yeah, I've had them fitted. Today's been the best day for generating. Obviously, it's still going now because it's still a bit light outside. Now the days are getting a bit longer.
Yeah.
What I'm making now, making 0.4 kilowatts right now, and I'm using 0.3, and I'm exporting 0.1 and not getting paid for it because my export isn't set up yet. But I've charged my battery up today. I've made 18.6 kilowatt hours today.
And for the benefit of people at home, it's 6:15 in the evening, and you are still getting
A little
daylight.
bit. Still a little bit, yeah. A little bit of solar still being generated. Enough to run the podcast at the moment. There we go.
Fantastic. So, yeah, we are now a green podcast.
Yeah, there we go. We are green. We can stick that stamp of approval on there. We are running off the sun's solar powers. Yeah. So that's been the event of the week. And
That's
now
really exciting.
I'm just constantly looking at that app now. That's my new obsession. Looking at the app, seeing how much energy I'm using and trying to get my bills down as low as possible.
That sounds so addictive.
It is very addictive. I'm sat there with, you know, this is one thing I've got against EVs, and I've done the same to myself with batteries now, because with EVs you get like range anxiety, like worried about when you're going to need to charge and how far you'll get and stuff. And I've kind of got that with my battery. Like,
oh, have you?
I don't want my battery to run out. I want to try and make it last all night. So I still, I'm not using any of the grid all night until the sun's shining again. So, yeah, it becomes a bit of a...
It's an obsession now. It really is.
It is. It's taken over my life.
I love it. I'm so jealous. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, it's...
One day.
One day.
When I buy my cottage in the middle of Dartmoor, where there's no fucker, and I'm going to get my solar panels. Yeah, 100%. And I'm going to plant potatoes. I decided this week. I might actually do it here, because you can do it in buckets. Just get a bucket, drill some holes in the bottom. Yeah, plant potatoes in there. Boom.
And what kind of yield are you expecting from a bucket?
You can get quite a lot, apparently. Okay. According to a YouTube video I watched, yeah. And you can do more than one bucket, obviously. So I might do a few buckets of potatoes. Why not?
Would you save any money on that?
Not enough to,
by the time you bought the buckets and the soil.
But I've actually got a bag of potting soil in my cupboard, like a huge bag, and I don't use potting soil for indoor plants anymore. So it's just sat there. So it needs using up. So yeah, all I'll need to buy is some large buckets. I think it's a brilliant idea. I got enough room to shove one in the back garden. I get one of those massive buckets. You know, the really big. You're probably supposed to put toys in them or something. I don't really know, but like, they've normally got rope handles. I think I could be talking.
Think of all the jacket potatoes you can have.
Well, this is it. I love potatoes, and I'll never run out.
You know about jacket potatoes.
It ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Load it with cheese. Good advice.
Load it with cheese.
Load it with cheese. Oh, now you're talking.
I really enjoy a jacket potato, and it's become my Wednesday food of choice, because on a Wednesday my friend Holly visits me, but she comes at 5:00. Well, I'm normally dead ass eating my dinner at 5:00. We're early eaters here. So when she comes at 5, I never know what to do. Do I eat something really early, or do I wait and eat at like 7? So it's always tricky. And last week I nailed it. At 10 to 5, I put 2 potatoes in the oven, quite near the bottom of the oven, and left that on. And by the time she left, they were perfectly cooked. And I thought, that's the way to do it. I've nailed this now. So, jacket potatoes is a Wednesday thing now for us.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah. That's good time efficiency there.
Excellent.
Yeah. So how are you, Steve? How's your week been?
Yeah, apart from the solar panels. Sorry, I was just checking the app again.
Oh dear.
It's sad, isn't it?
No, it's not. I'm jealous. I want solar panels. I want to check my app. I don't have one.
So today I've generated 18.6 kilowatt hours, and I've only imported 0.7 from the grid.
That's very good.
Yeah. And I had to tumble dry because I was looking at it earlier and going, my battery's getting a bit full. Yeah, I don't want to be exporting and not getting paid for it. So it's like, quick, run around the house, get all the dirty washing, load the washing machine up.
So it's made you even more productive.
It has, yeah, because usually I do the washing of an evening or whatever. But I've been I'm not wasting this energy. A wash can go on, and then quickly chuck it on the dryer. Stick the dryer on the least efficient setting I can find, and get the end used. I even turned the hot tub up a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I had the hot tub heating for a bit as well, just to drain a bit more.
Lovely.
Yeah.
God, you're living the life of Riley over there with your hot tub and your solar panels.
Yeah.
You are living in like 20.
I mean, it's not yet ready. It's still like 12 degrees, but I mean, it's slightly warmer than it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's something I'm gonna obviously in the coming weeks clean out, get back running again, and enjoy my garden. I need to give garden a good sort out, good brush, good clean. Put new canopy on the canopy. New canopy on the canopy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff, and make it all nice for the summer.
Well, we want pictures when you've done it, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I will actually try and take pictures this time. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Okay, then, how's your week been? How many hospital visits? How many doctor's visits? How many...
Hospital visits, 0.
Hey! Hang on. I went off the wrong thing. Hang on. Where is it?
He's lost his button.
I've lost the button. It's too many pages.
Oh, no.
There we go.
There it is. So yeah, we're at 0 on that. Unfortunately, doctor's visits broke my streak yesterday. So I finished my antibiotics on Friday. And I felt
Lovely jubbly.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well, because I was getting a bit fed up. Of taking them. So I finished on Friday, and then Saturday I started to not feel too good again.
Oh no.
Oh, it's just me all over, isn't it?
And there was me thinking you'd feel
Much better.
Yeah, so did I. I felt bloody, and it came back quite hard and fast, actually. And then Sunday I felt really sick as well, and I hadn't really felt like that before. And then yesterday I was feeling really sick. Anyway, I managed to get hold of the GP. I also didn't sleep over the weekend. And I think I was just so anxious about this coming back that it stopped me from sleeping. Bloody hell. So, I think over 3 nights, I think I got a collective of about 8 hours sleep. So it was not the one. I wasn't feeling too swift. So I went into the GP yesterday, and I'm in the waiting room, and I'm thinking, oh God, I nearly had a panic attack in the waiting room because I was talking myself into the fact that they weren't going to listen to me. I was going to have to explain everything from scratch. They were just going to tell me it was just IBS. They were going to send me packing. And I really thought I was going to have a battle on my hands, and I was just so tired and felt so rubbish that I just thought, I can't do this, nearly had a meltdown in the waiting room. And then I had the nicest doctor. She was so good. So she's given me another week's worth of the double dose of antibiotics. And she has got my pain doctor. We're just going to call him Steve from now on because I know him that well at this point. She's going to get Steve to call me in the week, which he actually emailed me this afternoon to say that he'll call on Friday morning or lunchtime. So, yes, and I've had to repeat my salmonella test to see that is still present or not, which it is, I'm telling you. It's just going to tell them because, but... so I'm not out of the bloody woods yet, and I felt worse than I did before I started taking the first round of antibiotics. So
you're not going to want any mushrooms ever again in your life.
I'm never touching a mushroom ever again in my life. It's not happening. It is not happening. I can't. Just the thought of them makes my guts hurt.
Yeah, I don't blame you at this point.
Mm.
Oh, dear.
I did eat one a few weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah, Lee came round and we had a Chinese, and it was lovely. And one of the dishes, annoyingly one that I had picked out, which was chicken and cashew nuts. It had bloody mushrooms in it.
Oh, did it?
But not very many. And I thought, well, I'm a big brave girl. I can do this. And I did eat one. but I didn't eat any more of them. It was just the one. Yeah, I've never eaten them again. They poisoned me. It's awful. Absolutely awful. So yeah, that's where we're at with that one. In other news, I've been doing my Vinted again because there's 2 snakes I want to buy. And they're really expensive. So last week I did a real good push, a real grind to put all my unwanted rubbish on Vinted. And most of it sold throughout this last week. I've just done another order now. People just love it. And all our business cards, our Topicopedia cards are going out to them. So that's good. Hopefully, if you're listening to us from a business card that you got through Vinted, hi, this is my podcast. I sold to you.
Welcome. Thank you for checking us out.
Yeah, please buy some more of my stuff that I'm never going to use. Because and the best thing is towards the end of the week, I got an email from Morph Market saying that there'd been a reduction on some of my liked animals, and I was like, oh, I'll just go and have a look at that. And he had, I shit you not, reduced the 2 that I wanted by about a third, and I was like, well, yoink. So I put down a deposit. So it's happening. It's happening now. I'm going to be very poor. But that's it. I don't need any more now I'm going to breed my own. So I've got to leave a bit of space for that to happen. But yeah, so that's all very exciting. And yeah, I think that's the flip side. That's the good side of things. And the shit side of things is that I'm still poorly.
Well, hopefully you'll be on the mend soon.
Yeah, I believe it when it happens,
Get well soon.
Thank you. I'm starting to think, of all the shit I've gone through, salmonella's going to kill me. Which is just ridiculous.
That's optimistic, isn't it?
Yes. Very.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Anyway, I've got the tiniest bit of feedback from Andy, and I think we better read that out before I forget.
Yes, let's have some feedback from Andy.
It's very little. So he said the adult Happy Meal isn't something I'd have predicted for 2025. No. However, I do agree there's nothing particularly adult about it. You're still getting a child's toy. Although I should say it's a collector's meal, which does make more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but thank you very much for that, Andy. Really appreciate that. He literally got that in at the last minute as well. So, massively appreciate. And keep feedback. Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, with the adult Happy Meals, from the feedback I've seen, people haven't really been too impressed with it. Because you're essentially buying a 9 nugget meal and then paying an extra £2 just for the toy.
Yeah. Do you not get a McFlurry with it?
No, that doesn't come with it. You got to...
Oh, that's rubbish.
Pay another... And it's over £2 for the McFlurry, I believe.
I think they're about £2.50 now, aren't they? £2.60.
Well, for that... I think the normal ones are usually just about under £2, but that one's like $2.19 or something like that. It's more expensive than your average flurry.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So they do that at McDonald's. But yeah, thank you so much. Keep your feedback coming into topicopedia.online, and we'll read it out next week if you send it. Only if you send it. If you don't send it, we can't.
Yeah.
Like that.
Here's something I spotted. I spotted this article. I was like, okay. I didn't have this on the cards for 2025, possibly. I mean, it's from a dubious website again, people.com.
Right.
Is it true? Is it not true? Let's investigate the article and find out if it is. Oh, in fact, it was an interview with the Sunday Times that was published. Oh, that's a bit more reputable, isn't it?
A little bit.
Let me guess, they are behind a paywall. I did see there is websites to get around paywalls.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Let's see if I can try that. But I can't remember what the website was called. But let's just...
Bloody hell.
I know. It's one of them where... Oh, I'm cleaning web page. Let's see if this does it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can read the article. Oh, that's well good.
Oh, well, there you go.
I just used the website 12ft.io, and it lets you put in the link of the article you want to read, and it gets you past the paywall.
What we'll have to do is in our blog for the week, we'll pop that link so that people can use that.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this, I say that it's too bloody long for me to read now. It is the lengthiest article. And you know what? It is full of adverts still. I've got my ad blocker on, but it's like, where it says advertisement and then it's got a big gap.
Yeah.
It is full of adverts. So if you're subscribing to this, are you still getting this with the adverts in?
Must be.
Yeah, you must be, because you've got to subscribe to it to view it.
That's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah, you pay that money and still get adverts.
And the thing is the advert, especially on your phone, I find they don't run very well at all, and it just quite often crashes the page.
Yes, that's true. Right, so this this article, there we go. I've nicely asked Uncle Jerry to abbreviate this article. Oh, it's done it into a couple of paragraphs. Let's go around on the bump, right? Ignore what people.com says. Ignore the whole interview in the newspaper that it was originally published in. So this is an interview with Jerry, the former Spice Girl.
Right, okay.
Who's apparently now a best-selling fantasy fiction author. But I didn't even know she was an author, so there we go. So
no, neither did I. Oh, gosh. How funny.
So in this interview, she discussed her marriage to Christian Horner, the head of Red Bull's Formula One team. Oh, I never knew that either.
No.
Amid the media-friendly of alleged texting scandal, blah, blah, blah. The Netflix series Drive to Survive revisited the controversy, but Jerry remains supportive as her husband and prefers focusing on their family life. Okay. Right, where's the gossipy bit? From the headline, she's deeply invested in writing and literature. She says insights into a disciplined writing process, revealing mentorship from the author William Boyd and physicist Brian Cox. I wouldn't have had her as that kind of deeper person, but she sounds really into being intellectual.
Yeah.
For a Spice Girl, you know what I mean? Because was she not the
one out of all of them that you would have expected to be least intellectual?
Yeah, she's the one that stood on stage in the Union Jack dress and stuff like that, isn't she?
She is. And she also blagged being in the Spice Girls. She'd never sung in her life, I don't believe, and she just turned up at the audition and massively blagged it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, she's 52.
Yeah, she's.
I didn't realise she was that.
Well, don't say that, because actually. Well, Steve, I
sent you a picture that's from the article, and she isn't looking like she used to. She's looking a bit different now. Yeah,
that's fair, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
looking a bit older, I suppose.
But I just want to say,
she doesn't look as fake as you'd expect.
Oh no, I think she's aged fairly. Not like quite well in that, reasonably normally. But I do want to say I'm going to be 27 plus 13 this year.
Okay.
Which is a bit worrying, isn't it? Because that means she's only 13 plus 12 ahead of me.
Okay. Right, I didn't come here to do maths. I came in to have a laugh, basically.
Sorry.
Now I feel old. So let's leave that there. Let's get to the juicy bit of it, right?
Okay.
instead of us counting down the days till the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry also discusses her Spice Girls past, hinting at a possible reunion. She remains close to her bandmates despite long-standing rumours of tension between Mel B. She denies speculation about her marriage being in trouble after adopting Halliwell Horner as her writing name. Oh, so Jerry, Uncle Jerry, as he abbreviated that, obviously just skimmed. Right, so she's hinted at possible reunion. How she hinted it, I can't see anywhere in this where she said, oh, it might happen.
No.
But maybe she's just not said no.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is another possibility.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what it's like about these things, just running with it. Could you imagine a reunion? I kind of could, but I couldn't imagine Posh going.
No, she'll never do it again, will she?
She's done with it, she's moved on.
Yeah.
It would be nice if she did.
They already did a reunion, though, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
So I'd be surprised if they did it again. Maybe give it another decade or something.
Yeah.
Get a bit low on the old trust funds, and then
the old cashola running a bit low. Yeah.
I mean, Vicky will never have to do it. so she'll be fine. She's rich.
But I was thinking, you know what? It would not surprise me if 2025 threw that out because of the amount of bands that have announced they're getting back together this year.
Yeah.
Because we had Oasis announced towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
In February, Black Sabbath announced they were going to reunite for a charity show.
Very cool.
Yeah. The Pogues are doing a North American tour. First tour in 14 years.
Yeah.
The Sex Pistols, after a 22-year hiatus, are touring America as well.
Very exciting.
Across this year. Man. And then Five have announced they're reuniting for the first time in 25 years.
Oh my God.
With all the original members. Abs, Jay Brown, Richie Neville, Scott Robinson and Sean Conlon.
That is quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, they'll embark on the Keep On Moving 2025 tour, starting with a performance at Brighton Centre. So there we go.
Very nice. Been there.
Yeah, but then it's quite funny because Uncle Jerry missed this one. I was like, I thought these said they were getting back together. Another Level.
Really?
Yeah. They're doing a reunion this year with the original members, Dane Bowers, Wayne Williams, Mark Barron, Bobak Kianush. So they split in 2000, so that's 25 years ago now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. While they confirm their comeback, specific details about tour dates or new music releases have not yet been announced. They have, however, engaged their agents for bookings, suggesting that live performances may be forthcoming. In preparation for the reunion, Dane Bowers has undergone a series of cosmetic procedures, including dental work, a hair transplant. He shared updates about his makeover on Instagram, expressing satisfaction with his rejuvenated appearance.
Gosh.
So,
wow.
Yeah, turkey teeth. Brilliant. They look quite nice, yeah. Wow, okay. So he must be, I think he's got that on credit and he's going to pay it off with the, once they've done the tour.
Yes.
Just,
well, let's hope it's successful then, eh?
Yeah, let's hope they sell some tickets.
Oh, God.
So, can you name me any songs by Another Level?
No, I don't want to be alone no more. That's Another Level, isn't it?
Is it Another Level?
Do you believe in love like I do?
It is, well done.
Yes! That's the only one I know. Off the top of my head.
Oh, off the top of my head, I have Freak Me.
Ah!
Because tonight,
How does it
baby,
go?
I want to get freaky with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel very nostalgic now.
Yeah. So, and you know what? There's lots of other songs here which I'm not mentioning because I can't remember how they go. But From the Heart, Bomb Diggy, Summertime,
Yes,
I Want You for Myself. I don't remember these. Guess I Was a Fool.
I remember a lot of these, not all of them. I probably might remember more if I could hear them. So
yeah,
I didn't realise that they were Another Level though. Like, I think
you just knew the song. You just didn't associate the artist with them, which can happen quite often.
It does happen to me quite a bit. Yeah.
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 So there we go. You know what? I was thinking they're only going to have one song, and then I've looked and I've gone, oh look, they actually did quite a lot. You just didn't realise how big they were.
Oh, maybe we should go and see them, Ste.
Maybe we should.
We could take a bottle of vodka.
Yeah. Who knows? They might listen to this episode and they might be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, come along. They
might. Send us some ticks.
Yeah, we'll take some ticks and come and have a...
We'll come. We'll promote you. We'll do like a little mini vlog and send it on our socials to promote you.
We can stick it on TikTok.
As long as we're allowed to smuggle in the vodka, we promise we will look happy in it.
Yes. The vodka is a deal breaker. I'm going to go there. Gotta make a night of it.
I could do it without the vodka. It's fine. But I do require a seat because I can't stand up for 2 hours like I used to. Just can't do it. So I do require a seat because I am a sick lady. I am a sicko.
Oh dear.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Maybe we need to do more reminiscing then.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah.
We need to.
I have done
Well, go on.
I was going to say did post a few TikToks with some memories on there, but then I don't think you knew what half of them were because I think some of them were like,
no,
I think I grew up with the BBC and you didn't.
What have you posted? What have you posted?
Did you not see what it was? It was last week.
Oh, what's that?
And I'll show you. I don't recognize don't know many of these.
Gosh.
Did you not see it? Am I just imagining the whole thing?
No, I've not seen it. I think I need to see it, don't I?
Yeah, you've obviously not been on TikTok.
Yeah, I need to get on there, don't I?
It had like 4 theme tunes from like 90s kids TV.
Oh, maybe I did see it. What were the theme tunes?
They were. Oh, now you put me on the spot.
Oh, sorry.
What were they? I think one was Biker Grove.
Yeah, no, I've seen this. I'm sure I loved Biker Grove. Grove.
Yeah, and one was Grange Hill.
Dun 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 dun. That'll probably get us the YouTube strikes now because I've sang that. So.
Yeah. I'll try and find more stuff with memories. Get them posted. Why not?
I do love me a bit of nostalgia. Yeah, and you know what? If anyone at home's listening and can think of something that's sort of, I think 90s is probably the era, 90s, early noughties, that's quite nostalgic to you, let us know because we might be able to reminisce about it then.
Yeah.
I think it always works better when it's a surprise, isn't it? You're like, oh yeah, that existed. Yeah. Okay.
Saying that, I did also post a clip. I don't know if you've not seen it yet, it's worth having a look. Go over to Soccer AM. It's a clip of Soccer AM. If you go over to our TikTok, and it's it's something you won't get away with now, isn't it? Did you see that clip of Soccer AM?
I think I did.
The guy getting a cheeky feel of someone's arse.
I don't like that. I didn't like that.
That was something you wouldn't get away with now, and I don't think the female presenter of the show was too impressed with it either. With the way she said it, like, why did you do it? And it was like, but you could tell like the production crew there were like pretty blokey.
Yes.
And were like not fussed by it. And you could see, you could kind of hear it. It's quite a cringeworthy but entertaining clip because it's like, wow, it's just, you would not get that on TV now. That would be Ofcom complaints left, right, centre.
Oh my God, yeah. It was, and I mean, I think Hollywood is still quite bad for like the sort of misogynistic side of things, but I mean, it's unfortunately has been a part of TV and film for as long as it's been around. I do think it's getting a lot better now, particularly over here, I think. But yeah, I mean, even in that's in our living history. It just gives me the creeps, man.
Yeah.
Don't touch people, okay? Unless they've invited you to. Don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah. Have you got any more news for us, or would you like a mystery?
Ooh, have I got any more news? Good question. Have I got any news? Because I don't have any news.
Excellent. Well, in that case, I might have some amusement for you in the form of me trying to say this name and get this story out.
Okay. Do we need our music?
Oh yes, please. Oh,
music.
got it.
Ear set.
It's on brand for us now to have the music, isn't it? There we go. Oh, yeah, sets the tone. Okay, so this is the mystery of Zigmund Adamski. Okay, so on the afternoon of June the 11th, 1980, in the quiet Yorkshire town of Todmorden, which I believe is how you say it, I'm not that sure, a coal yard worker made a discovery that would haunt the region for decades. Perched atop a massive pile of coal, as if he had been gently placed there, was the body of a man. His clothes, neatly buttoned and arranged, seemed oddly pristine despite the grimy surroundings. There were no signs of struggle, no coal dust smeared across his skin. He had simply appeared lifeless in a place no one could explain. The man was later identified as Zigmund Adamski, a Polish immigrant who had vanished 5 days earlier from his home in Tingley, nearly 20 miles away. His family had no idea where he had gone. There were no reports of anyone seeing him in those missing days. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. Until now. But it wasn't just this sudden reappearance that baffled investigators. There were burn marks on his neck and shoulders, as though he had been subjected to some sort of strange heat source. Even more unsettling, someone had treated the burns with an unknown ointment, a substance that forensic experts couldn't identify. What was it? And more importantly, who had applied it? As the local police struggled to make sense of the case, one officer, Alan Godfrey, felt an eerie familiarity settle over him. Just months later, he would experience something that would shake him to his core, a bizarre UFO encounter in the very same town where Adamski had been found. The eerie timing led some to whisper an unthinkable possibility. Had Adamski been taken? And if so, by whom? There were no clear answers. His autopsy revealed no cause of death, no signs of injury, no reason he should have simply dropped dead. It was as though his body had simply stopped working. To this day, the case of Zigmund Adamski remains one of the strangest and most unsettling mysteries in British history. A man disappears without explanation, returns lifeless in an impossible location, with injuries no one can explain, and a healing agent no one can identify. Who or what took him, and what did they do to him before bringing him back?
It weren't much of a healing agent then, was it?
Well, no, they couldn't identify it, but it's interesting to assume that it was a healing agent and didn't cause the burns, or...
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, I guess maybe they managed to figure out that it didn't burn anyone else, perhaps, so it didn't, but
how can you say it's a healing agent? If you're on TV and said, I'm selling this and it's a healing agent, then they'd say, okay, well, what are your healing properties?
Yeah.
You know, what credentials have you got to show that it heals?
Yeah.
So how do we know anything to do with healing?
Yeah. If they can't figure out what's in it, they don't know that they were trying to heal with it. It might not have been used for that. That's an assumption, and that is baseless, and we won't have that in this courtroom.
No, we won't.
Oh dear. So yeah, it's quite a weird one though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, 20 miles is a fair distance to go.
Yes.
When you go missing, isn't it? I don't know how far you usually go missing when you go missing. There's probably statistics out there. Let's ask Uncle Jerry. When people go missing, how far away are they typically found?
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
We'll find you all the stats.
We do.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's different depending on like the age. So children 6 years old are typically found within half a mile of where they went missing.
That makes sense though,
children
doesn't it?
7 to 12 usually within a mile and a half of their last location.
Yeah.
Teens often travel farther, especially if running away, with distances varying widely. Elderly, especially with dementia, often found within 1 to 2 miles, but maybe in difficult to spot locations. Hikers and outdoor cases often found within 2 to 5 miles. Crime-related appearances. If a person is abducted or harmed, they can be found much farther away, sometimes in different countries.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that throws me out the thing. 20 miles might not be anything.
In my mind's eye, as you were reading those stats, it was particularly when you got to the one, elderly with dementia or whatever. I just imagined an old deer in a Where's Wally uniform, like an outfit, hiding, because it said, could be in like hard to spot places, and I'm thinking, it's like Where's Wally. Yeah. That's what you're gonna have to do from now on. If you live in a nursing home and you have dementia, you have to wear a Where's Wally outfit.
Yeah. And if you get out, we can find you. Make sure you're safe. Yeah, I think that's
just how we're gonna have to do it from now on.
It's a good idea.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
These are the real laws that should be being made in the country right now. Like, get your priorities right.
We just forget voting for any of the main parties. Vote for Nicole and Ste. We'll get it right. Okay? I can't say it'll be perfect, but we'll definitely get it better. Anyway, I will say though that people do just drop down dead for no apparent reason, and I know it's not like an always thing, but I know somebody who did.
Yeah.
Potentially two people who did. So, it's not.
Okay, you sound like showing off there.
Well, I'm not trying to. I wish it wasn't a brag, but it's just a fact, unfortunately. But I'm just trying to say that, it does happen. So,
yeah, I mean, so for 1980, I just think that it feels like there's lacking detail in this story. Considering it's 1980, it isn't that long ago.
No. It's probably one of the more recent ones for us, actually.
Yeah, it's not like it's hundreds of years ago, Yeah.
I don't know. This is a tough one, isn't it?
Why on a pile of coal? So this UFO encounter. Can we find out more about the UFO encounter?
Can we? Well, I don't know. Can we?
Where did you find the article?
Uncle Jerry made it for me.
Oh, ask Uncle Jerry if he knows anything more about the suspected UFO encounter.
Okay, hang on.
Ideally, if he's got a photograph so we can see it.
Bear with me.
And if the aliens have a contact number so we can get in touch.
What was the fella's name again?
What was his name again?
Zigmund. Oh my god. Oh dearie me. Right.
I'm determined to solve this.
Me too. This is a bit of a weird one. Right. It's telling me well, I don't need that. I just want to know more about the UFO. The case became more bizarre when PC Alan Godfrey, the officer who found Adamski's body, later claimed to have had a UFO encounter in the same area 5 months later, November 1980. Godfrey reported seeing a diamond-shaped craft hovering above the road while on patrol. He experienced missing time and later recalled, under hypnosis, being taken aboard by a craft. Let's try that again. Someone will have up. Being taken aboard a craft by humanoid beings. Some UFO researchers speculated that Adamski was abducted by aliens, experimented on, and then returned, possibly causing his death. Did we talk about this, or was this on something that I listened to a few weeks ago? I think it might have been the latter one. But in Yorkshire, around that sort of time, there was some UFO stuff going on, and one of them was a copper. So I wonder if it was this guy. Oh, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think this adds another element onto it because there is something unknown, obviously, because a police person is a respected and trusted member of the community.
Yes, exactly.
And they're saying they've seen something.
And they're generally sort of thought to be quite intelligent people who, quite rational thinkers.
Yeah. So it's one of them things where because they, as part of their job, they kind of question everything and try and piece things together. You wouldn't have expected them to turn around and said, "Oh, it was a UFO." You'd think they'd go, oh yeah, it looked like such and such, but I think it might have been this, that, or the other. It had whatever distinctive things. So yeah, I think I'm all with the aliens there.
Well, yeah. I think to say you don't know how he died, I mean, would you know if someone died of, say, shock, for example? I mean, he had these, what could have been burns on him. I mean, that could send you into shock, or just the experience of, being abducted or whatever could send you into shock. I don't know if you could necessarily pick that up as a pathology, in a post-mortem.
Without knowing about the UFO and the technologies they've got and all that kind of stuff, we don't know what kind of test they might have done on the person.
And we probably wouldn't ever know, because if you're an alien and you come from somewhere else, your technology is nothing like ours. They've put this substance on him that no one can identify. It'd be interesting for them to run that through a lab now and see what they could do with it.
Yeah, that's true. Take it back through a lab.
I think so. Reopen the case.
Reopen it.
We need to know.
We've solved that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Aliens, UFO.
Maybe they didn't mean to kill him, but they accidentally killed him, and then they returned him to a prominent place to try and
be found.
So he'd be found. Yeah. So hopefully he could be helped. But then wasn't. Yeah. But obviously it was too late or whatever.
Oh, they were dead nice aliens. They were quite respectful.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they done fucked up, and they thought, well, we're not going to make this worse by being a cunt about it, an arsehole about it. Oh God, I had to do it, didn't I? Yeah, I think you're right. But if anyone at home has any ideas or knows any more about this, head over to topicopedia.online. Give us your thoughts, because I just don't know on that one. I just don't know.
There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I do have another topic for us. It is in where I've posted all the other stuff. So we can both read these. Okay. But I think we have touched on this before, but some of these might be new. So we've got bizarre origins of British traditions. And a few people have asked me what our podcast is about this week, and a few of them I've said this topic, and they've gone, "Oh, is the cheese rolling one on there?" Yes, it is, and it is number one. Number one is cheese rolling, a near-death sport. What is it? Well, every year people fling themselves down Cooper's Hill. I almost said that. In Gloucestershire, chasing a 9-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese. It's chaotic, dangerous, and often results in broken bones. No one's really sure of the origin, but it's believed to have started hundreds of years ago as a pagan ritual celebrating the arrival of spring. The rolling cheese may have symbolised the movement of the sun. Others claim it was simply an old method of maintaining grazing rights on the land. So, there you go.
Yeah. Well, would you take part in it?
No, not I hope. No. Do you think I need another reason to go to the hospital? I don't think so. No, not a Nelly. Would you? Although I'm not going to lie, the allure of the cheese, it might just get the better of me.
You know what? I think I'd go along and just wait at the bottom and get the free cheese. Just just rub off.
Oh, that's a good idea. Wait at the bottom, nick off.
A wheel of cheese is expensive.
God, yeah, it is, yeah.
Wait at the bottom, get the cheese, and then off you go, and
They ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Exactly, and you're doing it the smart way, because I thought, I might just go as a spectator and watch. But dogs have like a drive, a prey drive. They chase, don't they, if they see something running? I'd be like that if I saw cheese rolling away. I'd be like, no, I must chase the cheese. I must chase the cheese. Brilliant. So yeah, okay. What's next, Ste?
Morris dancing.
No.
Morris dancing. Yeah.
Oh, go up one.
No. Well, I'm gonna go with this one because I've already said it now. So. Each one's labelled number one anyway.
I don't know why that is. That's nothing to do with me. Yeah, carry on.
What is the deal with Morris dancing anyway? Because it's grown men in bells, ribbons, flower-covered hats, doing energetic dances while waving sticks, swords and handkerchiefs. Maybe not so much swords these days.
That just makes it boring, doesn't it, without swords? It's not as cool without swords.
Handkerchiefs are a bit different to swords, aren't they, to be fair? As long as it's not one that you've previously used, you've had a spare 5 minutes earlier on.
Could you imagine having an argument with someone and instead of drawing your sword, you quickly whip out your handkerchief at them? To be fair, it'd work on me. I'd be gone. I don't like the germs. So.
So some people believe it dates back to pagan fertility rituals, while others argue it was a medieval entertainment act inspired by Moorish dance, which are Spanish dancers, hence the name Morris. Whatever the case, it's been confusing onlookers for at least 500 years.
Oh, bless. Okay. Another one here. We've got the Queen's official birthday, even after death. So the British monarch gets 2 birthdays, the actual one that they're born on, and an official one in June. The late Queen Elizabeth II was born in April, but her second birthday was celebrated on a Saturday in June. So this was started by King George II in 1748, who was born in November and wanted a better chance of good weather for his birthday celebrations. And it's stuck ever since, meaning future monarchs, even what's that word say?
Posthumously.
What's that mean? When they're dead, I think is what they probably mean.
Just say when they're dead, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why, Uncle Jerry, you need to bugger off with that. But yes, so yeah, they still get 2 birthdays. So I think that's brilliant. I mean, I'm born in August, so I always get shit weather no matter what. I don't know why. It always rains on my birthday. But yeah.
August meant to be nice.
It's meant to. Yeah, it never is on the 13th.
Oh, 13th. Unlucky for the weather, obviously.
Nah, it's a good number, 13. Good number.
So what else have we got? The cursed ceremony of ravens at the Tower of London.
Oh.
So apparently the Tower of London must always have 6 resident ravens, or so legend says, or the kingdom will fall. I think we've missed a couple of ravens. It's all gone Pete Dog. I think
we might be in a bit of a raven debt at the moment.
Quickly, we need more ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why does that originate from? It dates back to Charles II in the 1600s. His astronomer wanted to get rid of the ravens, but Charles supposedly declared that if the ravens left, the monarchy would collapse. To this day, the ravens are well cared for, with a designated raven master at the tower. Is this true?
Look, if Uncle Jerry says it's true, you don't question it, all right?
How much does a raven master get paid? How much does a raven...
That's actually a really good point.
The Raven Master at the Tower of London, who is responsible for the care of the ravens, earns around £34,000 a year, including allowances.
Bloody hell.
There we go. Oh, you know what that's come up with? 18 weirdest best paid jobs in Britain. That can go on next week's prep.
Yeah, pop that on next week's. We will talk about that next week. Pop it on there, Steve. So, okay, the world's oldest football match. What is it? Okay, every Shrove Tuesday, which is Pancake Day to you and me.
That's what I know it as.
Exactly. The towns of Ashbourne in Derbyshire play a game of football that lasts for 2 days with goals 3 miles apart. Hundreds of people take part, and it looks more like a medieval street fight than an actual football match. It dates back to at least 1667 and may have started as a pagan ritual or even an early form of a Viking battle game. There are barely any rules. I like this game. And the game has been banned multiple times due to violence and injuries, but it hasn't stopped it. That just sounds so unbelievably British. I've never felt more British in my life reading that. That is so us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Have you ever wondered why we knock on wood?
Well, it's supposed to be lucky, isn't
Do you
it?
knock on wood or do you do touch wood? Because you usually say
Or
touch wood.
touch wood. I think knock on wood might be an Americanization, but yeah, touch wood. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that song, innit? Knock, knock, knock on wood. There we go. That's another YouTube strike for us because I obviously sounded just like the original there.
I don't know that song.
You never heard of Knock on Wood?
No.
That's an old song as well.
Am I in trouble now?
Yeah, you should know that.
Sorry.
That's something to research for next week. Knock on Wood, the song.
I've just had a message from Andy saying that he's just tried the apple McFlurry.
Oh. Please tell me he's recorded a video for it.
He might not have done because I still haven't got around. He sent me some taste tests that I haven't managed to edit yet because I've just been so busy and so poorly.
I'm going to look forward to them anyway.
Yeah, I will do my best to get to them because he's so good taking his time out to do that.
Excellent.
But yes, knocking on wood. Tell me about that.
Yeah, okay. Knocking on wood. So someone says something hopeful like, I've never had a speeding ticket. They immediately knock on wood to avoid jinxing themselves. Yeah, so the same as touch wood. Touch wood. Yes. I think touch wood's better than knock on wood because it's kind of like you're touching it with the hope. You're, saying it like, I mean this.
Sounds more perverted as well.
That's why I knew there was a reason why I thought I liked that say better.
It's just nice with a touch wood, isn't it? Why would you want to knock on it? I mean, don't knock it. Don't knock it. Sorry. I just lowered the tone in one fell swoop there, didn't I?
It was already low. Don't worry. You've not affected it.
Good.
So it dates back to ancient pagan times when people believed spirits lived in trees. Knock on the wood was thought to wake up protected spirits or ward off bad luck. Some think it also has Christian connections, referring to the knocking on the wood of the cross for divine protection.
As usual, the Christians stole that from the pagans because, they knew people weren't going to stop doing it, so they just changed the meaning of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was your religion history lesson for the day. Beating the bounds, hitting the ground with sticks. Really? Does this happen? Okay. Every year in some British villages, school children and clergy, wow, what a way to get the kids out. The bloody clergy they stop at nothing, will they? March around their town's boundaries, hitting the ground and sometimes each other with sticks or willow branches. Does this really happen? Are you sure, Uncle Jerry? This medieval tradition dates back over 1,000 years when people didn't have maps. Beating the bounds was a way to physically mark out the parish boundaries, ensuring everyone knew where their land started and ended. Some versions even involved dunking children in rivers at key locations just to make sure they'd remember.
Okay.
It just sounds like another opportunity for the priests to, run around with the children, to be honest with you.
It does, doesn't it? But we can't say that.
Does.
We're going to get cancelled.
Nah, everyone knows it's true. It's fine. Can't cancel us if it's true.
Fair dues. Oh yeah, you want my next one?
Oh, that'd be lovely. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Sorry.
Welcome to Topicopedia, Steve Crook. It's nice of you to join us.
Guy Fawkes Night, better known as Bonfire Night, because obviously the 5th of November, we all celebrate with fireworks, bonfires. Well, some people, I say a lot of us do, but then people with dogs just like to get on Facebook and whinge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not you, maybe your dog can cope with it, but there's a lot of dogs out there that don't like the bangs.
I mean, my dog's scared of everything, but I don't know, last year, for some reason, it didn't happen last year. Was I sick? Was there something wrong? I don't know why, but we didn't see any fireworks. However, the year before, because you can see the fireworks the big display they do on Plymouth Hoe from my rooftop, So we all stood out there to watch them, and the dog just came out with us. She didn't give a shit. So
there you go. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that just go on social media and whinge about fireworks.
Get them a sedative from the vets.
There you go.
It's the only way. You're not going to stop people from doing fireworks. So
so obviously when you stick the effigy of a character on the top, it's obviously meant to be Guy Fawkes, the man who tried to blow up Parliament in 1605. Why we burn him, I don't know, because he was obviously trying to do us all a favour. No, I suppose it is. Obviously wouldn't have been a good thing to blow it up.
No.
But yeah, anyway, after it failed, King James I declared that the 5th of November should be a day of national thanksgiving. Over time, it evolved into a festival of fire, with communities burning guys, stuffed effigies of Guy Fawkes, and setting off fireworks to symbolise the explosives that he never got to use.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Mr. Guy Fawkes. We could do with him back now, though, couldn't we, to get rid of Mr. Starmer? I don't think anyone's very happy with him, are they?
No,
he's upset everybody. Okay, so carrying a hot penny, right? So the royal Maundy ceremony involves the monarch handing out special Maundy money to selected pensioners. God, you wouldn't get that anymore, surely. They don't give pensioners anything now. But in some places, an even older tradition involves throwing hot pennies into crowds of children. Oh, I like this game. Who have to scramble for them barehanded. I like this game a lot. I only get red hot coins and start throwing them at kids. Brilliant. So apparently in medieval times, rich landowners gave money to the poor on Maundy Thursday before Easter. In some areas, they heated the coins first to make the poor work for them. It's mostly stopped now, but hot penny scrambles still happen in some towns, minus the scalding.
All right.
I just want to throw molten hot coins at children. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, okay. Where are we up to? The strange rules of afternoon tea.
Oh, this is important.
Didn't know these were rules, but there we go.
Oh,
I'm not posh enough to do afternoon tea, so I'm not wise enough to know there's rules. But
okay.
This is going to educate me. So if I ever do have afternoon tea, I can do it without upsetting people, I guess.
Yeah. That's fair.
Not
Good.
that I'd be fussed. I'd probably just... You know what? Now I know. I'll probably just do it all the more. So what are the rules, you're asking? Stir your tea without clinking the spoon.
Yeah. Never
dunk biscuits.
That's for casual tea, not for afternoon tea.
You're saying it'd be casualty if you dunk your biscuits.
Well, it probably would be for me, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Casualty.
Did you like that one? That was quick for me.
That was really good. That was very, very, very quick. Well done. Well done. The other rule: always hold your teacup by the handle. Never wrap your fingers around the cup. I'm sorry, but I've seen these teacups, these traditional teacups that you might get with English tea, afternoon tea. Yeah,
and you could probably only fit half a finger through there. Like literally, they have the smallest kind of.
Yeah, they do.
Surely can't get your fingers in the handle. You'd have to just kind of like cradle the handle. Am I not right there with that?
Well, I've never had problems, but they aren't very big. You're right.
Like you can't get a firm grip like kind of proper mug.
No, but then the cups themselves aren't very heavy like a mug would be. They're much lighter and more delicate, and you wouldn't have as much tea in them.
Okay, then. So it's a smaller portion.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that then.
But you would have a pot of tea and you could refill.
I suppose there is that aspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
A pot of tea you can refill. Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
It's all right. That's all right. So what's the origin of the afternoon tea?
The origin? Oh, it was invented by Anna.
Oh, I know her, yeah.
She was the Duchess of Bedford, apparently, in the 1840s, and she got hungry between her lunch and dinner. Over time, it became a social event for the upper class, which is why it comes with so many fussy rules.
Well, I love a spot of afternoon tea, so thank you, Anna, Duchess of Bedford. The hunting of the haggis. So what's that then, you might ask? Some Scots claim that the haggis is a real living animal that runs around the Highlands. Supposedly, its legs are shorter on one side, so it can only run in circles around hills. God, this sounds so Irish. It's unreal. I know it's not, but yeah. Tourists are often encouraged to go to haggis hunting, a wild goose chase for an animal that doesn't exist. Okay, sounds like a waste of time. Well, I think that's the whole point. I think it's a prank. So this prank dates back centuries, originally told to gullible English visitors. Even today, around 1/3 of Americans believe the haggis is a real animal.
Oh, well, that's not a bad prank then if people believe it.
It's like on a building site and you tell the newbie to go to the shop and ask for a long wait.
Yeah, or Tarzan paint.
Yeah, or a bubbleless spirit level.
Yeah. Spirit level bubbles, yeah.
That was it, yeah, spirit level. Yeah, so yeah. Oh dear. Brilliant.
Here's another Scottish one for you.
Okay.
The rolling... Oh, am I skipping them again? I'm sorry.
You are.
Let's not go Scotland yet. Let's do the annual wife carrying race.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Well, I think I just explained it. Every year, couples compete in a race where men carry their wives or partners on their backs through a tough obstacle course, including mud, hills, and even water hazards. The winner gets the wife's weight in beer. Oh, loving that.
That's such... So what a catch-22. I mean, I'm a big laugh. So you'd get a lot of beer, but on the downside, I'm going to slow you up. In fact, you'd be lucky to get me off the ground. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I feel like if you were to win carrying me,
you get a good prize at the end. Yeah.
You wouldn't need to buy beer for a long time, put it that way.
So it was inspired by Scandinavian Viking traditions where men supposedly stole their brides from neighbouring villages. The modern UK version is only good fun, though injuries are common.
Oh, I can't think why. Oh, that's good though. I quite like that one. That was quite fun.
You'll have to have a go.
Well, I'll have to find a freaking husband first, wouldn't I?
True.
Okay. The rolling of the fireball in Scotland. So on Hogmanay, I'm not sure how you would say that, New Year's Eve in Stonehaven, Scotland, locals swing massive flaming fireballs over their heads while marching through the streets.
As you do.
As you do. Jinx. So the ancient Viking tradition was meant to ward off evil spirits and purify the new year. The bigger and brighter the fireballs, the better the luck. So you need big balls.
Big balls, yeah.
Big, great balls of fire.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Oh, this episode is not going to get on YouTube, is it?
It's not. It's not down on there. Oh, well.
I know this tradition. Some Brits believe saying white rabbits the first thing in the morning on the first day of the month brings good luck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you not know that?
No.
I knew it was a thing.
We should have done that today. Day of recording is the 1st of April.
That's true. We should have done. But if I'd have said that to you this morning, you'd have gone, oh, he's having an April Fool's.
Yeah, that's true.
I say white rabbits to myself 3 times, you know what I mean? Oh, no, it doesn't say it 3 times, but I was always told to say it 3 times.
3 times sounds more like it, doesn't it?
It's like instead of saying Candyman, you're saying white rabbits for white rabbits, white rabbits. And it's a bit of a tongue twister as well, which is good fun. Maybe if I did white rabbits every morning, I might learn how to talk.
Is it bad luck if you mispronounce it?
Probably. That would explain a few things.
God. That's probably why we don't do that then.
Yeah.
We'd never have good luck again.
Yeah. So no one knows for sure where it came from. But it may come from the old pagan fertility rituals where rabbits were symbols of luck and renewal. Some say it was a World War I superstition among soldiers.
Oh, it's quite interesting. Okay, so we've got one left. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so swan upping, a royal bird census. So what's that? Every July, a team of men in red and white uniforms row up the River Thames, grabbing and marking every swan they find. Since the 12th century, all unmarked mute swans belong to the monarch. Swan upping is how they count them. Originally, swans were a delicacy reserved for the royal table, but now it's just a conservation event. So there you go.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't know that they used to eat them. I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's illegal to touch a swan now, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they were nearly extinct or whatever. They,
because the nobility were eating them. Yeah, that sounds accurate. I could believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I quite enjoyed that. We definitely learned some new ones there that we've not discussed before. So
yeah, some completely caught me out unawares.
Well, if anyone knows of any more that we haven't mentioned, do feedback us at topicopedia.online.
Yes.
We'd love to hear. Yes. Okay. Well, we're there.
Where are we?
We're there.
We're there. We're there.
We're there. We're at that point. My dog's actually having a dream and she's sleep talking. She's making little noises, little woof, little tiny barks.
When you say we're there, does it mean we're Urban Dictionary time?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's one for you. First one that's come up. I've not read it yet. It's got 6 upvotes, 2 downvotes. What is a black star lesbian?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Any guesses?
No, none. Not
I'll give you a
clue.
clue. It's the opposite of a gold star lesbian.
Oh, well, if you're a gold star lesbian, does that mean you're like? Does that mean like you're a really decent lesbian? Does that mean you like your girlfriend gives you a gold star because you did good muff diving this morning? Teacher's pet. And if you're a black star lesbian, needs work. Sorry.
Gold star lesbian. A lesbian who shares a Costco Gold membership with her partner.
Oh.
Person A, I heard Hannah is a gold star lesbian. Person B, ooh, they're Costco official. No, that's one of the things that came up. There is another definition, but I do like that one. I like the Costco link with that.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
It's gold star lesbian, a lesbian who has never had sex with a man, usually used to demean others for questioning their sexuality. Almost always stuck up, usually the product of past abuse. Then their purity is held against others, a believer in gay hierarchy that doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. It's
So,
one of those.
in context, regular lesbian, hi gold star. Oh, hi, even. And then gold star goes, I'm a gold star lesbian, so I'm better than you and always will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because they never had sex with a man. Okay, so what's a black star lesbian?
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, I'm not, do what you want. If you don't want to, then obviously don't. However, some might argue that you can't knock it till you've tried it.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway.
Who can blame them for having a bit of each? Yeah. Try and see.
Yeah.
Taste it and
sometimes.
suck it and see. As you.
You've got to try before you buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's a black star lesbian?
I don't know. I'm not sure on that one.
It's a lesbian who's had sex with many men in her life.
Well, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah. A black star lesbian is not just a lesbian who's had sex with one or a few men. It's a lesbian who doesn't have a gold star. You really got to earn that black star. Do you want it in context?
So basically, a black star lesbian, she's sick of this men's shit, basically, is what it comes down to.
Pretty much.
She got turned by men, you know?
Yeah. Lesbian 1, have you ever had sex with a guy? Lesbian 2, no, never. Gold star all the way. Lesbian 1, oh, okay, not me. You ever see Dragon Ball GT? I'm like the black star Dragon Balls. I'm a black star lesbian. Tons of dudes. Not anymore, though. All in the past.
Brilliant. Love that.
Okay, here's another one for you then. This one's not got any upvotes or downvotes, so maybe we can set the ball rolling with this one. This was added in January of last year. Okay. GFA. What's GFA short for?
Hang on. Getting fucking arseholed.
GFA. Yeah. No, it's not. But I like your way of thinking. Gas for ass.
Let's go, Steve. Let's go take our bottle of vodka and GFA at the Another Level reunion. Yeah. There we go.
Like that. Yeah. We're gonna have to add some more. We have to try and get our definitions. But in this case, it's gas for ass.
Oh.
A girl on the internet, you meet her on the internet, pretends to want to meet you for sex and games, but she needs gas for a car, which she must receive to be able to make the trip to, which she must receive to be able to make the trip to see you. Send her money on Cash App or Venmo, and you never see or hear from her again.
Yeah, that's quite that's the oldest trick in the book. Don't ever give anyone money.
So in context, I thought she was the one, could have been love of my life, but she just turned out to be another GFA, gas for ass scammer. Probably a dude in his parents' basement who stole photos of a pretty girl.
Yeah. Always the way. Always the way. They're probably not even in an English basement either.
No, that's true. LAMP. What is LAMP short for?
Lamp. I love lamp. No, I don't know.
It's an acronym for Look at My Peanut.
I didn't think that's where that was going, but okay.
Yeah. Person 1, hey bro, can you LAMP? Person 2, yeah, sure. Person 1, wow, gay. Okay.
That's quite funny.
Okay.
That's quite funny.
Right, I'll do one more, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, okay. Excalibur. This was on 20 downvotes and 5 upvotes, so.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. It sounds penile. Long live the sword. Live on the sword. Whatever it is. Don't know.
It says,
go on.
An emotionally powerful person's fully erect yang energy. And then the second version is chopping off an emotionally powerful person's fully erect yang energy. Using context, okay. I'll Excalibur that rebel if he makes one more face at me.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay. Was that?
You know what? Let's search that. I'm going to search that word again. Let's have a proper definition for the word. Excalibur. When you're having sex with a girl, and just as you're climaxing, you pretend that your penis is stuck. Then you pull it out with your hand and yell Excalibur as you beat off on the girl or the guy if that's what you're into. Using context, dude, if you add Excalibur, it's going to be like the 50th sex move on Urban Dictionary involving skeeting on a girl.
I like that one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I like it.
Definitely. Okay. Right, shall we have some memes?
Oh, memes. I knew I forgot something.
Oh, cricky, come on.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I just want to say that we tied last week.
Oh, another time.
And we didn't have an awful lot of voters. So Come on, you slackers. Topicopedia.online is on the homepage. We go to a lot of effort to put them there for you. Please do vote for them. Because I can't whoop Steve's ass if you're not voting enough, you know? So, oh, the bants. But yes, so yeah, do head over there. And maybe our memes were just a bit weak last week.
Do you think? I think they were good memes.
They were good memes.
I stand by my meme, thanks.
Yeah. Stand by your meme. We're not getting on YouTube this week at all. It's not happening.
Right. I've not really saved much this week, so I'm going to go with this one.
Okay.
Oh, man, have we done it before? Have we done the Bert and Ernie one before?
Don't know. Show it me.
I mean, it is. We are recording this on the 1st of April, so it's kind of possibly a prank.
I don't remember it, so let's go with it.
It's obviously, it's got like Bert and Ernie like in bed, and I don't know which one's which. Oh, but Bert is the one like looking towards you, like, with the eyes that are like traumatized. And it says, as Ernie begins to jerk off for the 7th time this night, Bert starts to regret his Viagra prank.
I really like that. Oh, God. So I've got one of these like cartoon ones, and it's a dog that's driving a car and he's been pulled over for speeding. And and the officer's saying, and the dog's like, got his hands out like, what, come on, he's like trying to get off, obviously, trying to get away with it. And the officer's saying, no, I don't care if you had the zoomies. So, what a great excuse. I mean, I don't drive, but if I did, that's the kind of bullshit excuse I would come out with. I had the zoomies, officer. I couldn't help it. So yeah, head over to topicopedia.online where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. Let us know which one you think is best. Yeah.
Yeah, so what comes after 69?
Oh, I don't know.
Mouthwash.
Oh, I nearly said 79. That would have been really stupid. Yes, mouthwash. Oh, that's really good.
What's red and lies on its back 100 feet in the air?
Oh, I don't know.
What's red and lies on its back 100 feet in the air?
No, I don't know.
You don't know. A sunbathing centipede.
100 feet in the air?
100 feet. Got how many legs are there?
Oh! Oh, dearie me. That was really good.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention, did I? I was watching some porn the other day, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly my mum walked in.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit awkward.
I know. I didn't even know she was an actress.
Ooh. Oh, God.
Right. I've got another one for you. This one's a bit longer. All right. I hope you like this. I hope it's worth the time.
Okay.
So, a man wasn't lasting very long with his wife, and he went to the doctor about it. And, the doctor said to the man that, rub one out before sex. It often helps you last a bit longer in the act.
Okay.
So,
sound advice.
Yeah. So the guy was like, oh, you know what? I'll give that a go.
Yeah.
But, he's at work. He's thinking, where can I do it? Like, before I get home. And he's like, can't really do it in the office. Not got the privacy for that. And, even the restroom was a bit too open. Wasn't comfortable doing it in there. And then he considered maybe an alley or whatnot. But he's a bit shy. Doesn't want to get caught and whatnot.
No.
So then he comes up with the most unusual solution on his way home. Pulls his truck over the side of the road and, gets out, crawls underneath as if he's, examining the truck. And then he's like, that this is private enough because no one's, I'm not going to draw attention to myself or anything. So satisfied with the privacy, he undoes his pants, starts rubbing one out. And just closing his eyes, going for it, thinking of his missus, when he gets home. And as he grew closer to orgasm, he felt, like a tug at the bottom of his pants. And not wanting to lose mental fancy, you know, he was just like, he kept his eyes shut and just replied, "What?" and then he heard, "Oh, this is the police. What's going on down there?" And the man replied, "I'm checking out the rear axle. It's busted." And the police say, well, you might want to check your brakes as well too, because while you're down there, it's rolled down the hill.
I really like that one.
You're just picturing it now, aren't you?
I am picturing it, yeah. Just that look on his face when he realizes that it's, yeah.
Yeah, there's no truck around now. Oh dear.
Okay, I enjoyed that. So I just got sacked from the ice cream factory.
Oh no.
Because I can't do Sundays.
Oh.
So bad. Bad. Okay, so I mean, they say that you shouldn't judge a man by the colour of his skin, and I quite agree. But I now lay here with broken bones and missing teeth, all because the man was red instead of green.
I don't get it.
Think about when there might be a red man and a green man.
Crossing the road.
There we go.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Man, why is that so difficult?
Yeah, don't worry, Steve. It's all right. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
This one, your one that you told made me think of this. Due to inflation, 69 will now be 96. Because apparently the price of eating out has gone up.
That's good.
Yeah. So two men are out walking and they see a dog licking its crotch. And the first man says, "Oh, I wish I could do that." And the second man says, "I think you should pet him first." And on that note, I think we'll leave it there for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. Do head over to topicopedia.online where you can leave us your sexy feedback via the sexy feedback form. You can also vote for your favourite meme of the week. Don't forget to check out our blog posts. We are putting them out pretty much every week now, and they're pretty good, and we don't put a paywall up. You can just look at it for free. Yeah. And also you can find us on all of the social medias, pretty much, the big ones, which I think you should, and give us a follow.
And the not so big ones. We're on Blue Sky. We've got no followers.
We've got no followers, and we haven't been on it, but we're there.
Yeah.
So you should check that out, maybe. So yes, and we'll see you here again next week. Bye.
Bye.